Hello and welcome to Weird Things and Wine, the show where we sip wine and talk about all things weird. My name is Tash,
And my name is Mia.
and today we will be talking about bad luck. Shall we jump right into it?
Let's do it. Cheers.
Cheers! Bad luck is a concept that is an important part of most cultures all over the world. Everyone has their own ideas of what causes bad luck, and many of these ideas are conflicting. We've all heard different stories of what brings bad luck, but can the color of a cat or the number of a hotel room really affect your luck? And is there any real reason to carry around a good luck charm? I don't know, but let's talk about it.
Happy 13th episode.
So, Mia,
Yes.
are you superstitious?
That is an excellent question. And to be honest, I don't entirely know. I think sometimes I can be, but generally speaking, not really.
Would you stay in a hotel room that's number 13?
Yes,
Would you?
I would.
Oh my goodness. That's like brave. I would not.
To be fair though, of a number of the hotels that I've stayed at, most of them don't have either a 13th floor or a 13th room.
Right, which is something we'll be talking about in our
Right?
episode today. Okay,
What about you?
I'm quite superstitious. I used to not want to leave the house on Friday the 13th. Do you remember that?
I do remember that.
Okay, so I thought maybe we should do a Britney update because there's some news.
Are you ready?
I'm not. This sucks.
I know. It's really upsetting.
If you haven't yet, go back and listen to our coverage on Britney Spears. But jumping off from that, recently, on June 23rd, Britney made a public court statement stating that she wants to end the conservatorship. And this is the first time since like 2008 that she's actually talked about it publicly and denounced it publicly.
Which is a big deal.
Yeah. She stated during these court proceedings that it wasn't until recently that she learned that she could actually petition herself to have the conservatorship ended, and she's decided that she wants it to end without an evaluation that she's done. She just doesn't want to be evaluated. She doesn't want to sit there and have people tell her what's wrong with her anymore. She just wants it over.
Good job, Brittany.
Yeah, it was like a 25-minute.
That's quite a long time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, go and listen to it. It was pretty intense. She stated during this that she believes that this conservatorship is abusive, and she believes that her professional work shows that she is fully capable of controlling her own life. She also says that in the past, when she has stated that she's completely happy and perfectly fine, they were untrue, and she apologizes that she lied, which I don't think she has any reason to apologize for that.
Absolutely not.
No. She also confirmed that the voicemail that was released on Britney's Gram, the podcast, was accurate, that she was forcibly
Ooh.
put in a facility against her will.
Dang.
Apparently, her conservators, she said, forced her to go to therapy in public places so people would see her leaving, all upset because therapy sucks. I mean, it doesn't suck, go to therapy.
Yeah,
if you
no,
need to
no.
go to therapy, but
Yeah, take care of yourself.
it's not fun. So the paparazzi would catch her leaving in like a messy state, and they wouldn't allow her to have like at-home sessions.
Why?
They just
Why?
wanted the public to think that she was.
Going through it?
Yeah.
That's terrible.
Okay, so one of the most chilling parts of this statement, she has an IUD that they won't allow her to remove. And if you don't know, an IUD is like birth control device.
Essentially what it is it's a piece of copper that they insert surgically. It's inserted into the walls of the uterus and it stays there. So also, even if you wanted to take it out yourself, I don't think it's even possible for a person to do that.
You can. It's very dangerous and it's painful.
Oh.
So don't do that.
No.
Don't do that.
No, please.
But she wants to have children and she wants to get married, but they won't allow her to do that. She's being forced to have this birth control in effect when she really doesn't want to, and that's just one of the scariest parts of this for me. They're controlling everything about her.
And it's such a big deal.
Yeah.
Like, it's just bad. It's just really bad.
She also states that they apparently took her off her normal medication and gave her lithium, which is a really extreme drug that can cause people to feel drunk and not in control of themselves, which is also really scary. They're like drugging her and forcing her to like have this birth control. It's scary. I feel icky about it all around.
I forgot that I wanted to do some research on lithium, so I just did it in about 30 seconds.
Okay, cool.
Lithium on its own is an element, right? And according to WebMD, lithium itself as an element is approved by the U.S. Food and Drug Administration as prescription medication. If that makes sense. I don't know why that felt like a revelation to me because most medications are mixed in with other medications.
Yeah.
And they're derived from an element. They aren't the element itself.
Yeah, that seems really weird.
Right?
Okay.
So WebMD also asks, there's a section in here, so bolded is how does it work? The answer is, quote unquote, exactly how lithium works is unknown, but it might help mental disorders by increasing the activity of chemical messengers in the brain. Exactly how it works is unknown, but it might help, is
So-
literally what it states on WebMD.
Oh my gosh. So they don't know that it would help, and they don't know what it does.
According to what I just read here, makes me believe that this could potentially be a little bit of an experimental treatment. Which, why?
That's
Why would you
terrifying.
give a star who does not have the power to make her own decisions an experimental treatment?
That's so scary.
I know.
She also states that her family did nothing to help her.
Which is so sad.
It's so sad. Brittany wants the laws to change, and she believes that the laws should be doing a better job of protecting her. She wants to be able to choose her own lawyers. She wants this conservatorship to end without evaluation. She just wants it to be over because there's no reason for her to be under it anymore. If you listen to the call that she did, because it wasn't a public appearance, she did it on a call. She sounds really lucid, and she sounds calm and straightforward. Like, she sounds better than she has in
Wow.
recent memory. Like,
Mhm.
when we went through her Instagram, she didn't sound at all there, but in this statement, she had done her research, and you could tell.
Which is so important because we know from looking at her past that she is a brilliant human.
She's so smart, and she doesn't get enough credit for that.
No.
So, unfortunately, on June 30th, Brittany's request to have this conservatorship end was denied.
Also, I think just for this, her father also submitted a statement that he did not think he was any cause to her distress or had any negative impact on her conservatorship.
Well, obviously he was. She literally just said,
Spoke out about him specifically.
yeah. So the judge, I think, has been in charge of Brittany's court proceedings since, 2008, and her name is Judge Penny.
Didn't she also try to put other stars in conservatorship, which is just a little bit too spooky because, look at all of your little facts here and tell me that it isn't fishy to you.
Yeah, I don't like it at all.
Mm-mm. Bad vibes. Bad vibes all over the place.
My heart goes out to Brittany, and I hope eventually she gets out of this. And I'm honestly really scared for her, because I don't know what I would do in this situation. I'd lose my mind, honestly.
Easily. I think most people would.
Yeah.
To a degree, I think most people can ever so slightly relate to it in the sense that most of us, I would assume, have had that guardian that has said, no, you can't do that. That sort of idea is the same thing.
Yeah, it's like an overprotective parent, but she's in her late 30s and also is completely capable, and she's
Yeah.
paying everyone's salaries. That's another
And
aspect of it. She's paying everybody, and she's not even in control of her own money that she's made herself. It just drives me crazy. Anyways, stay strong, Brittany. Also,
we love you.
We love you. Hashtag free Brittany.
Hashtag free Britney.
Okay. Not pictured
Yeah.
here tonight, folks, is the holographic mugs that Mia got us for our podcast.
Oh my goodness.
I will be posting them on our Instagram now, so go check that out.
Also not pictured is the lovely fondue and lemon cake that Tash made up for us for this episode, which is absolutely fantastic.
So, shall we jump right into bad luck?
Okay, can I start this off by defining what luck is?
Please do.
So, the Oxford Dictionary describes luck as the success or failure apparently brought by chance rather than through one's own actions, or chance considered as a force that causes good or bad things to happen.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oxford Dictionary, fancy.
I thought we needed to throw in a little actual factual.
Actual factual?
I felt dumb.
No, I love that.
Okay.
Put that on a t-shirt, please. I'm really sorry, guys. I just noticed that the microphone was unplugged, so we are muffled for the first part, but hopefully we're better now. I feel so dumb. Look at us go. I'm so glad we caught that. Okay, let's talk about bad luck. So, thank you for that description of what luck is.
You're so welcome.
We're gonna jump into the number 13 because this is why we're doing bad luck. 13th episode.
Prepare.
The fear of 13 is called
Triskaidekaphobia.
Wow,
I don't know if that's correct.
it sounds right. Wow, I'm so impressed that you got that first try. I was gonna struggle.
Oh, that's ridiculous. I don't know if that's right. If someone knows how to pronounce that and it's wrong, call me out. Go ahead.
Call us out.
I'll take it.
So this term was coined in 1911.
which is a while ago.
Quite a while ago, but not too long ago.
No, I
Am I already drunk?
I actually was expecting this to be a thing far, far sooner than 1911.
Yeah, because the reason number 13 is unlucky has gone back to like ancient times.
Yeah.
So we were talking about it earlier, but many hotels and tall buildings avoid having the 13th floor, just skipping right to the 14th.
And in addition to the 13th floor, many also don't have the 13th room number on any of the floors. Like, we are planning a trip at one specific hotel, and that specific hotel takes part in this.
Ooh, we should walk past and like see it just skipped from like 12 to 14.
Every single floor. Let's check them all. No.
Double check, yeah. Also, many people avoid going out on Friday the 13th. I'm one of them. And it's also, like, interesting that it's Tuesday the 13th that people avoid in some cultures.
Yes.
Yeah. Because so many people avoid going out on this specific day, it's actually statistically safer to leave your house on that day. Like, there's less car accidents and stuff.
That actually is quite funny.
Right? Oh, here's a fun fact. I use size 13 font for my notes.
Dang!
Yeah.
Wow, that's okay. That's kind of brave.
I think it adds to the spookiness factor of the podcast.
Oh, did you just do size 13 for these notes?
Oh no, I do them for all the notes.
Oh, okay. That's even
Yeah.
better.
Like going back, it's all the same. I've been planning this for a while.
I was
folks.
gonna say, like a year ago, this was put into motion. One other reason that I found to back up why 13 can be kind of superstitious suggests that because there's 12 hours in a clock and 12 months in a year, 13 is just unlucky because it challenges that end of 12.
It is believed that 13 is considered unlucky, partly because there were 13 people at the Last Supper, the 13th of which was Judas, who betrayed Jesus.
Right.
And this kind of starts a trend that we'll notice that a lot of the bad luck kind of comes back to religion in most cultures. Specifically Christianity, I found a lot of.
Yes. Mainly Christianity.
Yeah. This is also why it's unlucky to have 13 people sitting at the table, because the first to stand could die. If you've ever read the Harry Potter books, that's like a plot point. Trelawney's like, oh, we can't have 13 people sitting at the table, and the first to stand will die, and the first to stand was Dumbledore, and then he did die. Spoiler alert, don't clock me on that, I'm sorry.
Okay, I actually did not know that, which
You knew
really
he died though,
interesting.
right?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Yeah, I knew he died. I didn't know about that plot point in the books that was different from the movies. Good memory, though. Wow.
I remember dumb things. I don't know what I had for breakfast yesterday, but I do remember that.
Priorities.
Okay, guys, I think it's time for our first trivia question.
These ones are not going to be quite as exciting as the pirate ones, because I had so much fun with the pirate ones. This one was a little bit more difficult.
Well, we're adding another element to this.
Oh, right! I forgot about that element. Jeepers. Okay.
Should we tell them what the drinking game
We
is?
probably should.
Play along at home, folks.
Don't drink too much if you're not going to take care of yourself either.
Yeah.
Okay? Be responsible.
Anyways, the game is, if I get one right on the first try, Mia has to take a shot, and if I get one wrong on the first try, I have to take a shot.
Yeah.
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 Okay.
Okay.
A Pink Whitney, by the way. That's what we're
Oh,
drinking.
yes. We're obsessed with Pink
I
Whitney.
love Pink Whitney. It's so good.
If you have it where you're at,
Try
try
it.
it.
It's so good.
It's like,
lemonade, but alcoholic.
and like the first little bit is like sweet, so it tastes nice, first of all, and then it comes in with that little alcoholic taste at the end. We are a alcohol review channel now.
Not sponsored,
We're also drinking White Claws.
because we're basic like that.
Usually we drink champagne, but
Because we're
it's summer.
fancy like that.
Okay, are you ready for the first question?
I'm so ready.
Okay, it's gonna be the same as last time, all multiple choice,
Good.
because I'm nice.
Thank you.
So, which of the following numbers is the scariest? Is it 4, 666, 7, or 13?
I feel like this is an objective answer. Okay, so I know the number 4 means like death in Japanese culture. Yes.
Can I speak to that one actually?
Yeah.
Also in Korean culture, because
Interesting.
this one I did actually know. I didn't know about this specifically until I read it. So 4 in Korean is sa, and sa also means death. So if you're counting, you go 1, 2, 3, 4.
Right. I think it's the same kind of idea for
Japan,
Japanese
yeah.
culture too.
Yes.
Okay. So I know that, and I know 666 is the devil number.
Yes.
What was the other one?
7 and 13.
I think 7's supposed to be lucky, and we just talked about why 13 is supposed to be unlucky, but you're giving me that look, so now I think it might be 7. The only one of them that I think is not bad is 7, and I know that's not the question, but I'm gonna go with 7.
That's actually correct.
Really? Okay.
Why was 6 afraid of 7?
Oh my god.
This is the only question that's dumb like this, okay? I promise I needed to have one. This was to make up for the booty one in the last one, okay? This was the best I could do.
Alright, well, 7 did eat 9, so I suppose it is the scariest one.
Okay, so I suppose this means that I'm taking a shot.
Shut.
Why did I agree to do this? It's fine. Maybe we should stick to half shots.
I'm checking out now. Just so you guys know, we're not using an actual shot glass. We're using a little egg holder because we couldn't find a shot glass.
You know what? Just living life, man. Having fun.
We are classy
Mm-hmm.
here at Weird Things in Line.
We have holographic tumblers and fun too. The epitome of elegance.
Shall we talk about broken mirrors?
Yeah.
Okay. So, many people believe that breaking a mirror causes 7 years of bad luck.
This next point is fantastic.
I have a theory, guys.
Okay.
So, most of us have cracked phone screens, right? Which is like a reflective mirror-like surface. So could that be why the world is going so downhill since the invention of iPhones? Because we're all carrying around broken mirrors all the time,
It actually makes a suspicious amount of sense.
right? That's my theory. Email us and let me know if you agree. So, in the olden times, which is, I know is vague. I know, I'm sorry.
Did our best.
Many believed that a mirror was a reflection of a soul, so breaking the mirror was like breaking your soul, almost.
Which sounds pretty bad.
But they also believed that the body would renew itself every 7 years, so the bad luck would only last that long.
Okay, so don't worry. You'll have a broken soul, but 7 years from today, you'll be fine.
Yeah, it's interesting logic that they had back then. To reverse this bad luck, all you have to do is grind the mirror to a dust and scatter it to the wind. But please don't do this because it's really bad for your lungs and also for the environment. So instead, you could like bury the glass under a full moon.
Okay, yeah, please go with option number 2 if you are going to do that. I also did read that it is considered bad luck to have 2 mirrors facing each other. I'm gonna get just slightly off topic here. This is not in any notes. I learned when I was like 19 that many people think that mirrors are a portal to another dimension or a portal for spirit entities to enter into your room. I am so thankful that I did not know that as a child because I have a big mirror at the foot of my bed. I have never been scared of my mirror until at 19 years of age I became aware of that information.
Yeah, there's a lot of lore and stuff surrounding mirrors. You're not supposed to sleep with them facing your bed, by the way.
Oops. Oops. Okay, I didn't hear that one.
Just to scare you more.
Great.
As a kid, I used to stand in front of the mirror and like move really quickly and see if I could catch my like reflection not moving at the same time. I didn't have a lot of friends.
Well, I did something sort of similar. So I wasn't like a kid when I did this. I was probably like between the ages of like 16 and like now. I wear glasses and I have to wear glasses because my eyesight's pretty bad. And I used to be someone that would shower like in the dark and do things in the dark like a crazy person.
That is actually insane.
In that time, you know, you'd go in, you'd lean in to wash your hands, and then there's a mirror right in front of you. And I learned pretty quickly that in the dull light, if you got your glasses on, look at your face, you look terrifying. That was a fun little game that I would play with myself, which is how long can I stare at myself in the mirror before I become terrifying? I need to turn the lights on.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's like an effect, like some sort of, I don't know what it's called, but apparently
Something to
if
do
you,
with the mind.
Yeah. If you look in the mirror long enough, your brain will distort your face and you'll look like a monster.
It actually happens.
I've always been too scared to try it.
It is quite unsettling. If you decide to try it, make sure you're not alone.
Okay, maybe I'll do that tonight. Alone.
I'm alone.
Okay, so moving on to black cats. One of the most famous symbols of bad luck.
I feel like everyone has kind of heard of this one.
Yeah, especially like a black cat crossing your path. Many people believe that that's bad luck. If you just see one like a stray crossing the road.
Which has actually evolved to many people now just are afraid of black cats.
Yeah, which is dumb. I have a black cat and he's just the sweetest boy and I love him so much.
Genuinely so sweet, guys.
And he brings me such good luck. I love him. Black cats are actually less likely to be adopted than other cats.
That's so sad.
On August 17th, it's Black Cat Appreciation Day to encourage people to adopt. So go out and adopt a black cat if you guys want to. So, during the witch trials, black cats were often associated with their witchy owners. Many believed that these witches, or these assumed witches, could even shapeshift into black cats. But if a black cat crosses your path, you can reverse this bad luck by turning in a circle and walking backwards to the spot and counting to 13.
Interesting that there's another correlation with the number 13.
Yeah.
Okay, so maybe if you add a negative when there's already a negative, it cancels it out. That must be the reasoning here.
Probably. Yeah, that makes sense. I do know that sometimes if a black cat crosses the road while my dad's driving, he'll turn around and take a different route because he doesn't want to
Really?
risk it. Yeah.
Wow. We actually have at our house a black cat. That's not our cat, and it's too timid to actually, like, let us get too close to it.
Yeah.
So it crosses my path most days.
Is it bad luck, do you think?
I don't think that there's a correlation to the cat. I'll have to pay attention, though. So listeners, if you have ever turned in a circle, walked backwards to the spot, and then counted to 13 because a black cat crossed your path, did it work? Let us know.
Let us know. It's interesting to know that in some parts of Asia and the UK, having a black cat or encountering a black cat is good luck.
In some of my research, it's really interesting to see how the eastern parts of the world seem to have the exact opposite feelings as the western part of the world. Like, another example is if a bird poops on you, it's bad luck and it ruins your day in the western part. But in the eastern part, it's like, good luck.
That's
It's a
cool.
good luck thing.
I also noticed that too. It's like two sides of the same coin, but opposite.
Yeah.
Okay, so another thing that's supposed to cause bad luck is walking under a ladder. So many believe that because the ancient Egyptians left ladders in their tombs, so the deceased could climb up the ladder into the afterlife, walking under it was said to anger the spirits, basically.
Okay, that actually makes the most sense out of all of these.
Right? That makes sense. A triangle is also the symbol of the Holy Trinity, so walking under a ladder and breaking that could be seen as blasphemous.
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 Ooh.
Also, apparently in the past, criminals used to have to walk under the ladders in order to get to the gallows to be hanged.
Okay, wow, that's actually like mental torture. That's like a whole new level to
It's
that.
messed up.
Wow,
People in the past weren't kidding around.
No. If that wasn't obvious with gallows.
It's also possible that this superstition was just made up so people would be safer around ladders, specifically children. But regardless, apparently walking backwards under the ladder is said to reverse the bad luck. Or, apparently, interestingly enough, cross your fingers and don't uncross them until you see a dog.
I like that one.
Yeah.
Also, I like how it's nice and simple. You know, there's not more than one step, really, for how to reverse it. You just reverse your steps.
Yeah.
That's it.
Nothing elaborate about that.
That's pretty nice. I'm going to interrupt now with another trivia question.
Yay!
So, which of the following 4 options is not a sign of bad luck? So 1, opening an umbrella indoors. 2, giving a clock as a gift. 3, not picking up a coin on the street. Or 4, walking under a ladder. One of these options should be pretty obvious.
Okay, I think we can eliminate the last one. Okay, I know opening an umbrella inside is bad luck.
Okay, so that one's out.
And I know if you pick up a penny, it's good luck. But I haven't heard if you leave
Oh.
one.
Well, the option is not picking up a coin on the street.
Okay.
Not specifically a penny.
And I feel like giving a clock as a gift could be like, you have only this much time left.
Here's something to remember the last moments of your life with. Count it down.
I feel like that could be bad luck.
Which one is not a sign of bad luck?
I'm gonna go with leaving a coin on the street won't give you bad luck.
So, like, not picking up a coin on the street. Okay.
Yeah.
That's also correct.
It's correct?
Yes.
Okay, let me pour you another shot
Darn
then.
it! This one I found a little interesting. Coins on the road are considered to be a sign from the gods. Not picking them up is viewed as disrespectful and a welcoming for bad luck. Oh, geez. However, if you pick up a coin that is face down, you may be allowing your luck to leave. Best practice, if you see a coin, just grab it. Don't be disrespectful to the gods.
Pick it up. Drink up.
Okay, here we go.
Okay, so let's talk about horseshoes, guys. So when a horseshoe is right side up, facing up, it's good luck, but if you turn it upside down, it's supposed to be bad luck because all your luck will run out. We find a lot with these superstitions that they're conflicting. So other people say that hanging the horseshoe upside down will actually cause good luck to fall on all your guests, so in that case it is good luck. So either way, you could get good luck or bad luck.
So
You can't win, or you can't lose, depending on how you look at it.
So the best case scenario, just have a horseshoe in your abode.
Yeah, in your abode. Okay. Yes, you should have a horseshoe in your abode or around your abode because that's said to ward off the devil
If it's outside.
if it's outside because it has to see it before it comes in, you know?
It's like a you're not welcome here sign, you know?
Basically.
Yeah.
And the reason for that is that one day a young man encountered the devil who asked him to replace his horseshoes. But Dustin, the young man, recognized this creature as the devil and instead nailed a horseshoe to his hoof, which I don't know why this legend phrased it that way, because isn't that how you change a horseshoe? I might be wrong, I don't know horses.
I was under the same impression, actually.
But apparently he did it in such a way that it caused pain to the devil and made him distracted. And then Dustin apparently tied the devil up and made him promise to never enter a home that had a horseshoe up front.
Wowza. That's quite the story.
Wowza.
Dustin, my man.
So, yeah, keep a horseshoe around. I don't know where you would just buy a horseshoe.
Actually, that's a good point. Where do you go to buy horseshoes?
I have no
To an
idea.
equestrian store.
So, spilling salt.
Spilling salt, just salt in general, is a really interesting topic.
Yeah, because you can, like, put a circle of salt if you've ever seen, like, any horror movie ever, and then the ghost can't come into that circle. Salt used to be very expensive, so spilling it was apparently considered bad luck. And apparently the word salary comes from the word salt, which is interesting because it was
Really?
so expensive, it was used almost as, like, a bartering item. So apparently guests would even bring salt as a gift, and if it spilled, it was rude at best and friendship ending at worst.
So why didn't people say spilling the salt instead of spilling the tea?
Ooh, we should, but we do say, oh, they're salty.
Oh, that's true. That's better, actually.
Okay, so spilling the tea because of the Boston Tea Harbor thing. When they just threw a bunch of tea into the harbor and they were like, oh, we're wasting your tea as
Is
a
that a thing
protest
that
or something.
happened?
Yeah, I don't know.
How
it was, like,
rude!
It was so rude. Maybe that's why we say spilling the tea. Because they spilled the tea into the ocean. It used to come in these blocks, like big blocks, and you'd shave it off into your drink. But like one block would last you like a year, so they just threw these blocks. So like literally like millions of dollars worth of tea. Anyways, so we've already talked about how so much of this comes back to religion, and this is no different.
Yeah.
And interestingly enough, it also involves the Last Supper. So in the painting by Da Vinci, Judas, who we talked about betrayed Jesus, is shown to be spilling salt.
Okay, I did not know that, actually.
Actually, I should probably verify those. I read it on an article, but I don't actually know which one Judas is.
One of the articles that I saw did have a picture of that painting, but it only showed them all with their left hand up, or what I presumed to be their left hand, which is why I thought, for good luck, you're supposed to throw it over your left shoulder, and not your right shoulder.
Which one's Judas?
He's the one on the end, I think, or the one beside Jesus. I have actually not looked at this painting, really.
I actually don't know if he's spilling salt or not, I can't tell. Anyways.
Okay, here, I'm looking at it too. Okay, clearly I don't know which one Judas is. This is a weird painting.
Oh, he's probably the one holding the knife in his hand. Do you see it?
Oh, yeah, okay. I see now.
Anyways.
He would be the one holding the knife in his head. Oh, wait, but this guy spilled salt.
Oh, he did. Maybe he, like, pushed him away and then, like...
Maybe that's why it's the left shoulder, because Judas pushed the guy forward so far that he spilled the salt.
Right.
Which is why you're meant to just pick up that said salt and throw it in his face.
Ooh, okay. Interesting.
Okay,
I didn't
Last
think of
Supper.
that. Anyways, spilling the salt is also said to invite the devil in, and then to reverse this bad luck, like we've talked about, just throw the salt over your left shoulder into the devil's eyes. Because that's where he, like, lives at all times. He lives
Left
there.
shoulder. So, in other words, if you're carrying a bag, you need to carry it on the left shoulder because the right shoulder is supposed to have your angel, right?
Yeah. Or, instead of doing that to reverse the bad luck, you can just cry enough to dissolve the spilled salt. The first one is probably easier, though.
I have never heard of either of these.
No? Every time I spill salt, I always toss it over my shoulder, just in case. That's like a thing.
I've never heard that. I thought you were meant to toss it over your left shoulder for good luck. Also, love that. Just cry. Just bawl at the dinner table. Dissolve that salt to keep your family safe.
Okay, so our last one on the topic of bad luck, at least, is jinxing it. So we've all heard the term "don't jinx it."
We've also probably all done that thing where you go, jinx, when you say the same thing as someone else.
Right. Weird. I didn't make that connection, but you're right. So many people believe that bringing attention to something can cause that thing to, like, really happen. So, like, if you go skydiving and say, wow, I hope the parachute doesn't fail, then it's actually more likely to happen. Or
Yeah.
alternatively, if you tell your friend about this awesome new recipe you found and then when you serve it to them it's just not good, many people believe that it causes the thing to happen anyways. So this could be subconscious meddling, almost self-sabotage yourself because you hype it up so much that it just doesn't work out the way you wanted it to. Or it could be confirmation bias. So sometimes you jinx something, in quotation marks, and then your brain remembers the time that it turned out.
To actually come to fruition.
Yeah. Or maybe the universe is just punishing us for overthinking and trying to predict it. Regardless, to unjinx yourself, just knock on some wood.
Which is also where the term knock on wood came from.
Yeah, so,
You know?
I mean, maybe even just saying, like, oh, I accidentally jinxed myself, let me just knock on wood. Maybe that works.
I hope so. Because the whole thing is based on you speaking something into existence, right?
Yeah.
So, if we're following the latter theory, you just speak on it again, that will cause it to unexist.
Unexist. Yeah, okay, that works. That works. It's like, manifesting.
Yes.
Yeah. I'm manifesting myself a Ferrari.
How's that working? Ferrari.
For
I think I saw a video of someone saying names from where they're from, like it's an Italian car.
Oh.
It's like Ferrari. I am going to now interject with a trivia.
Okay.
Okay. Which of the following places is considered the most unlucky? Is it A, the lost city of Atlantis, B, forgive my pronunciation, Bangar, Rajasthan, India?
Why'd you say it like that?
I felt that was the only way I could make those sounds. Siri did not help me.
I can't.
You can look after.
Okay.
Or C, Vito Levu, Fiji. Oh, that's it. There's only 3. Sorry.
Oh, okay. Well, the only one I've heard of is Atlantis. And, I mean, it seemed pretty unlucky. It got sunk or something, maybe? We have to do a podcast on that. I don't know anything
should.
about it until we research it.
Same.
I'm gonna go with Atlantis.
Final answer?
Yes?
Okay. Sorry, that's actually not correct.
Oh, shoot. Okay.
One of the most, actually, according to some sources, the most unlucky place is the place that I can't pronounce. Bangar, Rajasthan, India. So, a website called Express and Google Earth. They both talked on the same thing. So, Google Earth had a Friday the 13th special. And they noted a handful of places that are said to be the most unlucky places in the world. So this place specifically, I'm gonna read it word for word. Express says, the area is a center for paranormal activity with tourists banned from visiting the fort at night. The legend goes that the emperor who built the city, forgive my pronunciation, Macho Singh, did so after appealing for approval from Guru Baku Nath, an ancient ascetic living in the area, and this guru granted permission on one condition: the shadow of the palace should never fall on his meditative retreat, unquote. So the story then goes that should that happen, the place would crumble to ruins, which is exactly what happened, which is also what caused the paranormal activity and unlucky status.
Okay. Interesting.
It's your turn!
It's my turn. I guess I'm gonna do a shot now.
Do you want me to pour it?
Do I want you to pour it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Shot 1 for Tash. Downed it like a champ!
Ugh.
Moving on now to good luck.
Let's do it. One of the most famous symbols of good luck is a 4-leaf clover. So in Irish tradition, 4-leaf clovers are lucky and 5-leaf clovers are even luckier. It is said to allow you to see fairies if you find one.
Fairies.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh.
Which we have to do a podcast about.
Yes.
Yes. Apparently the odds of finding one are about 5,000 to 1.
Darn it.
Yeah. But you don't need to pick one for it to be lucky, just finding one is enough. And if you do find one, it's likely that there will be more around, so you can double your luck.
Really?
Yeah. So each leaf is said to have a different meaning. So the first one is for faith, the second one is for hope, the third one is for love, the fourth one for luck, and the fifth one for wealth.
Okay, so depending on exactly what your concern is,
Yeah, you need to search for that number of clovers.
yeah, of leaves.
So to find one, you have to locate a clover patch, obviously. You can usually tell it's a clover patch because it will have bees buzzing around. And we have a lot of kind of fake ones around here.
Unfortunately.
So I don't think the ones that we have here are real clovers.
I have yet to see a bunch of bees buzzing around one of those patches that we have here.
So it's probably not a real clover.
Really disappointing because I've definitely spent time sitting in the grass looking.
It's probably still good luck if you find one.
I hope that there's points for trying.
There should be points for trying, you're right. And you have to look before the sun goes down because clovers tend to close up at night.
That's cool.
Yeah.
I did not know that either.
So, take a shot. I've always wanted to try to find one, but maybe we should go to Ireland and then look there.
Okay, we're gonna do a Nessie 2.0 and we're gonna find a 5-leaf clover.
Is Nessie in Ireland?
This is
Scotland?
in Scotland. Okay, we're gonna do a tour. We're gonna start in Ireland, and then once we get our good luck, we're going to go to Scotland to find Nessie.
Okay, so the next one is ladybugs.
Ladybugs. I quite like ladybugs.
I love ladybugs. They're so pretty.
Right? And they're so gentle.
They are. So, if a ladybug lands on you, count the number of spots to see how many months of good luck you will have.
Some people also say that the more spots a ladybug has, the older it is as well.
Oh,
If you're
interesting.
into, bug science.
Like a tree.
Yeah! Although you don't have to murder a ladybug to find out how old it is.
It's also said that the brighter the red the ladybug is, the more good luck you will have. Alternatively, squishing a ladybug can cause bad luck.
Okay, squishing any bug should cause bad luck. Don't squish bugs, folks.
Except for mosquitoes or spiders. The lady part of ladybug is said to be named for the Virgin Mary, and in the past, ladybugs would be a sign of a good harvest since they would eat all the pests in the crops.
They're a wonderful existence.
They're so good.
Yes.
So the story goes that in the past, which again is pretty vague, an innocent man was sentenced to death, and when the executioner tried to, do an executioner does,
Okay.
a ladybug kept flying around and interrupting.
Wow.
But the king at the time was quite religious and ended up sparing the man's life, so it led to an eventual proving of his innocence.
Oh, so he was innocent.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Isn't that cool?
Now I have even more of a respect for ladybugs.
Love that. Okay, so the next one I have is rabbit's foot. There's a lot of conflicting reports as to why rabbits' feet are lucky. There's not just one idea or story. One of these ideas is that since rabbits lived underground, they were closer to and therefore could communicate with the underworld.
Dang, it's dark.
Pretty hardcore.
Okay.
Cute little bunnies. There's also conflicting ideas as to what the conditions need to be for a rabbit's foot to be lucky. Specifically, generally, we believe that the left hind foot of a rabbit caught in a cemetery on a Friday is lucky. But it gets even more specific than that. Like, it must be a full moon, and the hunter must be red-haired, and the bullet must be silver. It gets
Silver.
crazy.
Silver like a vampire?
Yeah.
Wow.
No,
okay.
like a werewolf.
Oh, I'm so sorry. Like a werewolf.
Yeah.
Pardon me. Yes. That's like a lot of work. Maybe that's why it's considered to be so lucky, because what are the chances?
You gotta really want that luck.
Seriously.
It's also said to increase fertility because, how bunnies are.
Okay.
The nature of bunnies.
Fair. All right. That one I can understand.
And apparently saying rabbit, rabbit on the first of every month is supposed to bring good luck.
Darn it. It's the third.
Darn it, we were so close. Maybe next month.
We'll aim for the first of the next month.
Okay, so we've kind of talked a little bit about how coins are lucky, but specifically finding a penny is considered good luck. So the rhyme goes, find a penny, pick it up, all the day you'll have good luck. Many cultures believe that metals were gifts from gods and would cause good luck when found. Others believe that loved ones can toss down pennies from heaven as a way to say hello, which is so
Oh,
sweet.
that is really sweet.
Apparently, if you get married, you should also put one in your shoe. It's that rhyme. On your wedding day, you need something borrowed, something blue, something old, something new, and a penny in your shoe.
I've only heard the first four.
Me too.
Oh, it is cute. Could you imagine? Stiletto heel, pointed toe, penny.
If you're walking along and you see a penny on the ground, if it's heads up, then it's good luck and you can pick it up. But if it's tails up, then it's bad luck and you should turn it over because it restores the luck to the penny.
Okay, interesting. There was one report, the report that I took the trivia question from, that sort of suggested that you shouldn't touch it at all. Because
Ooh.
even the act of touching it could imply that you are attempting to pick it up.
Oh, interesting.
So anyone, if you're leaving money for someone else, just put a heads up.
Yeah.
Just do it. Be nice.
Good luck.
Yeah.
I used to collect pennies. Like, I used to have a jar. Like, it was shaped like a teddy bear, and it was like this big.
Oh, that's
full of pennies.
Dang.
Like, to the brim full. I don't know where it went, but I used to
Oh,
love to
no.
collect pennies. I'm kind of sad that pennies aren't really a thing anymore, because I used to love just finding one on the street.
I kept more pennies than people thought that I should because they're not a thing anymore, right? They were like, well, if you don't turn them in now, eventually they're not going to have any value. And I was like, no.
I love that.
All right, I am going to interrupt with another trivia question.
Okay.
I also should mention that I had a tough time actually finding out what culture this stems from, so I'm not sure. But some cultures believe that you should do one of the following options when someone gives you a sharp object, for example, a knife, which is a very specific gift in and itself. Should you A, give them a coin as a thank you, B, thank them with a snide remark, or C, return the favor with a spoon for balance? Okay, she's giving me real eyes over here on the other side of the table.
I don't know. I don't think it's the first one. I'm gonna go with B. You have to return the favor with a snide remark. Just because it's weird.
That actually was a good answer. That's not the correct answer.
What the heck? Don't preface it with that was a good answer, but it wasn't correct. It just gets my hopes up.
I'm sorry, okay, I won't do that for the last question. Correct answer is to give them a coin as a thank you.
Why?
I don't know. C, return the favor with a spoon for balance, I came up with, which I feel like makes more sense than giving them a coin.
It absolutely does.
I mean, if someone's giving you a knife, they're not giving you money, you know, so why should you return it with money? It just doesn't make sense to me.
We can make up superstitions.
Can we?
Yeah, we can. I'm gonna pour my own this time.
Okay, cheers.
Ugh.
Okay, update. The egg is actually a little bit more difficult to drink out of than originally anticipated.
My last one for good luck is, so certain crystals and good luck charms bring good luck. Obviously, it's in the name. I don't know where I was going with that. I just wanted to lump it in together so I had a good number of
Okay,
facts.
makes sense.
So, lots of people have good luck charms. Mine is my family ring that I wear on a necklace all the time. So it doesn't have to be like an actual good luck thing. It can just be whatever you think brings you protection or good luck.
I did not know that about
Do you have a good luck charm?
I mean, I do have my ring, my wooden ring that I wear. I think short answer is no.
Yeah.
I have things that I wear anytime that I feel like I need a little bit of help.
Right. There are certain crystals that are thought to bring good luck as well. The main three are amethyst, citrine, and aventurine. There's also some that are considered unlucky if used incorrectly, like opals, black diamonds, and pearls. And I know pearls are not of crystal, but yeah, especially on a wedding day.
Really?
considered
Pearls on
bad
a
luck.
wedding day?
Yeah. So if you put a penny in your shoe and you wear a pearl necklace, it'll balance out.
Okay, so if there's any pearl beading on your gown, just take the penny instead of trying to take all the pearls off your gown, because that would be too much work.
Yeah, maybe put 2 pennies in your shoe just to be on the safe
Ooh,
side.
that's a good point.
One in each shoe.
Balance.
Yeah. Regardless, the luck doesn't really come from an outside source. It's mostly like if you believe in it, then it's like imbued with good luck, and then you will have good luck.
I actually do believe in the theory that you manifest things to exist,
I agree.
whether it's spoken or unspoken.
Yeah. If you think about something enough, it's gonna be a problem.
Ferrari.
Okay, should we talk about the unluckiest or luckiest man in the world?
This is really interesting. So yes,
Okay.
we need to.
Okay, so I'm gonna butcher this name, I'm sorry. But Frane Selak is a Croatian man who is known as either the luckiest or the unluckiest man in history. So he was born in June 1929, but his string of undecided luck started in 1962. He was on a train that crashed into a river, but he was pulled out of the water while 17 others didn't make it, but he only had a broken arm and hypothermia.
Good gracious.
So in 1963, during his first and only plane ride, a door malfunctioned and he got blown out. The plane crashed and 19 people passed away, but he landed safely on a haystack. And then in 1966, he was on a bus that again crashed into a river. 4 people passed away, but he swam to shore with barely any injuries.
Oh my goodness.
And then in 1970, when he had finally given up on public transportation, he was driving his car when it caught on fire, and he got out before the fuel tank blew up. And then in 1973, his car caught on fire again, but just his hair got a bit singed.
Good gracious. What?
And then in 1995, public transport came back with a vengeance,
Came back to haunt him.
and he got hit by a bus, but it walked away with minimal injuries.
It walked away?
He walked away. The bus probably was fine too. In 1996, he narrowly avoided another car crash. And then 2 days after his 73rd birthday, he won just over $1 million in the lottery.
What?
So, what do you think? Lucky or unlucky?
Goodness me. I feel like this might go a little bit beyond luck,
Yeah.
to be honest.
It seems like divine interference almost.
A little bit. Yeah, this man was meant to live.
Or he was meant to die, but his guardian angel was adamant that he was not gonna die. Maybe he won the lottery, like, as an apology from the universe. They were like, oh, sorry, you were the guy that had all that bad luck? Here's the lottery.
Right.
Here's $1 million.
Cheapers.
Apparently he didn't really spend it.
Well, I mean, he was 73. What can you buy when you're 73 years old that you could enjoy?
I want to buy a yacht when I'm 73 years old.
Yes.
Mhm.
That's.
Or 23.
I like 23 better, actually. A little bit.
Manifest it.
Yeah. Okay, so this is kind of last minute. Forgive the rushing that's about to happen. I had heard of another gentleman who does not have nearly the same story as this other gentleman, but his story also kind of begs the question, is it luck, is it more than luck? So his name is Bill Morgan. So in 1998, he was involved in a really bad accident that nearly crushed him. So obviously he went to emergency. They gave him a drug to keep him alive that he ended up having an allergic reaction to, which caused his heart to stop beating. He was clinically not alive for more than 14 minutes, but ended up being revived, where he was in a coma for more than a week. So the story goes that after this, he had a new look on life, right? And he ended up proposing to his girlfriend, he got engaged, and then he kind of said, well, what the hey? And he decided to purchase a lottery ticket. So he purchased a scratch ticket and instantly won a car worth about $17,000. So he was obviously overjoyed, right? He's now engaged, he has a brand new car. One of the local news stations wanted to cover him. And in this covering, they asked him to purchase another scratch ticket and, reenact what happened. So he did. And when he scratched it, to his surprise, he had won $250,000 on
Wow.
television with that scratch card.
That's crazy.
Yeah. So I have one more trivia question.
Okay.
So, because we're talking about luck, we're going to ask the question on the real luck of the Irish, the leprechaun.
Okay.
So the leprechaun reportedly has only one weakness. Which one of the following options do you think it is? Is it A, walking without their shoes on? B, meeting a black cat? C, metal locks? Or D, alcohol?
Okay, it's one of the last two. I'm pretty sure.
You don't think it's walking without their shoes on?
It could be that too. Shoot. Metal locks. Am I wrong? Shoot. Darn it. Okay.
Yeah, so apparently it's alcohol.
That makes sense.
Fitting to close out the episode.
That is fitting. Okay, wow.
I even gave you like a little bit of a hint.
What was a hint?
It's appropriate to close out the episode.
Oh, wow. Shoot. Why didn't I get it? What the heck? I had like a thing going with the first two questions and then I like lost it. You must have jinxed it somehow.
You were actually doing pretty good. I was a little concerned. I was like, wow, am I just going to be drinking for every single question?
Okay, well, that's that, folks. We didn't even get that distracted. Oh, did you look at which one?
Yeah, I forgot which one I am. I'm Stay Weird.
Oh, I love that. To clarify, the tumblers are engraved with drink wine and stay weird. And I just think that's iconic. You'll see. Go to our Instagram and check it out. Speaking of our Instagram, you can
Ooh.
follow us there. And also on Twitter, TikTok, YouTube, and Facebook.
We're everywhere.
We're everywhere, guys.
And on Gmail.
And on Gmail, weirdthingsinmind@gmail.com. Send us anything.
Yes. Also, if you have anything that you think would be interesting for us to talk about, we're always here for new ideas.
Yeah, send us an email or DM us on Instagram or anywhere, really. You can also rate and review us if you want to. It really helps. Any sort of feedback is good feedback. We accept 4 and 5-star reviews. Thank you.
Only, yeah. Just to clarify. Thank you for listening to us.
We really
ramble.
appreciate it. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode on Bad Luck. That's our 13th episode is done. Thank you again for
Wow.
listening, everyone.
Again, if there's anything you want us to talk about next, let us know.
Shoot us an email or DM or anything and
Pigeon.
pigeon.
Give us a mail pigeon.
Oh, give us a male pigeon or an owl. That'd be cool.
Thank you again, everyone.
Thank you.
Stay weird.
Drink wine.
Cheers.
Stick around for some bloopers and outtakes. Okay, this is me talking from over here.
And now I'm going to talk from over here. And I'm also going to pretend that I get really into this topic so that I can see how my voice changes the more I rock back and forth like a maniac.
Like a maniac.
Maniac! We really are recording this podcast for us, but now it's also partially for you.
Yeah.
No.
Aw, I love that. Does it taste okay on its own?
It doesn't taste as bad as some alcohols do on its own.
Okay.
I like that it is a little bit sweet when you first have a sip, and then it shocks you with alcohol.
Right.
And I'm not going to water it down with alcohol. I'm going to
I
have
wondered
water.
why you were making that decision. It seemed
Yeah,
a weird one.
I realized that it's not a very good decision. I wouldn't know because I was too young.
Okay, flex.
I know! If that halfway through, I was like, okay, this is coming out a little bit aggressive. I probably shouldn't say it. And then I finished. So,
That's funny.
let me take it back. We ran into this in one of our other episodes where, due to, like, time zones and weird stuff, some events are just on completely different days.
Yeah, it's weird.
Yeah.
Time zones are weird.
Also, just to clarify, I'm not being dumb, as in, it's on a different day because it's, like, from Canada to Japan, so it's, like, the next day that it happens instead of the day that it's happening for us. No, that's not what I mean, okay? I mean, like, an actual different date on the calendar. Thank you.
You said it.
That doesn't make sense.
I know, yeah.
Do you know what I'm trying to say?
I know what you're trying to say, and I can't think of a better way to say it, so, yeah.
Okay, yeah, right,
You know what
I'm
we
gonna
mean.
go with it.
You know what we mean.
It's Australia, so what does Australia have? Pounds? That's the UK. I mean, Australia.
I think they have dollars.
Okay.
I may be wrong.
Australian dollars.
If I'm wrong,
Cut this
I'll
out.
take the hit.
Sorry.
What?
No, you go first.
No, what?
No, you.
No.
You. you. No. Sometimes I feel like I'm lucky.
Yeah?
On occasion.
I feel like when I was a kid, I used to be lucky, and now I feel like I'm not. Probably because I'm not finding as many pennies.
Same. Probably. Your jar of pennies is missing. That's probably why.
Wow, I need to find that jar. You're right. What if you're a figment of my imagination?
I have definitely thought that. Do you remember when we had our, like, we're not in the same reality talk? Because that sucked. I remember that.
Shoot. Wait, when is our anniversary podcast?
I actually have a photo. It's in August. August 15th.
Oh, I'm so excited. We should record on that day. That's when it's like a Monday. Is it a Monday?
Let me see. It is a Sunday. We actually could.
We
We
should.
better do that.
Okay, we'll have to record on that day. We'd love some criticism. Any feedback is good feedback.
Just talk to us. No.
Please, I'm going crazy.
I got into Mario Kart
Ooh.
for the phone, and I came to the realization that I'm not playing against real people all the time. It gives you a list of people that you're playing against, and it has their name and, like, their cool little icon, but I'm not really playing against them.
What do you mean?
So sometimes there's a little cutscene at the beginning, and I can choose to either watch the cutscene or skip through the cutscene. But regardless, the countdown starts at the same time, which either insinuates that every other person, and there's like 9 people playing that game with me, they're either doing the exact same thing that I'm doing, or else they're not actually playing with me.
I never thought about it that way, but that's actually really scary.
So you know what I'm
I know
talking
what you mean,
about?
yeah.
Yes!
Oh, shoot!
Right?
What?
Yeah.
So it must, like, sync up. They must start, like, whenever, but it must, like, sync up for you. But then that wouldn't make sense if you don't watch the cutscene and they do, because they're going.
Right? Because
So-
you all go at the same time, anyways, and they all give you like you're in the game when you go.
That's so weird. Okay.
Yeah.
I don't understand. We must be missing. Like, there's no way that they're tricking us, right?
It genuinely like tripped me out because I was like, how is this happening? Because they also have a multiplayer section in the game.
I'm actually so unsettled by that. That's so freaky.
Like same. Yeah.
Okay, so if you understand how computers work, please DM us or something. We need to know. We need to understand.
Mhm.
I'm so confused, and that freaks me out so much.
I'm genuinely assuming that it's just a whole bunch of CGIs that they have in there, which then is creepy because all of the CGIs have their own
CPUs.
name. Sorry. All of the CPUs have their own name. They have their own badge because you can choose to display a badge if you want. Like, they're their own, like, thing. And I just wasn't ready for that revelation.
I mean, you can play with a computer where you're supposed to be able to play with other people, but, like, you can get Mario Kart for your phone? Sorry.
Yeah.
Really?
It's actually relatively fun. Let me find it for you. Okay, we're now switching to a gaming review channel. Right? So it shows you all the people you're playing against.
Yeah.
So I'm going to skip the cutscene, and it's still the same thing, right?
Oh.
Yeah.
I'm going fast. Fast.
Look at you.
This is actually so cool. I did not know you could get this for the phone, but I'm going to download this. Wait, this is so fun.
Right, though?